next map. It's going to be here in the bottom right from JaM Gaming. It is their captain. It is Blitzed. And in the top left, another Protoss in blue. Can he get a second kill from Born Gosu? It's Hilnor. And I didn't change what I said I was going to. PvP. It's not quite going to be the level of Showtime and Haas from earlier today. Though I'm 90% certain I fell asleep through that. I woke up during the finals. And I was shocked that Haas was in the finals. That was just ridiculous. The entirety of that tournament was ridiculous. Simply because Haas existed. To say the least. But as it stands, both players pretty much going the same builds. We have double gas for both of our players, a little bit different number of probes in each of the gases. The gas timings for Protoss are so strict, down to the point where you're putting probes into gas geysers at very specific points. Granted, this could just be a mistake, but I choose to believe that both of our players are intentionally doing all these things. Also, you still want to get your gas stolen. Because why would you? And that is a proxy pylon, and that is a very early proxy pylon. There is a second gateway already here for Blitz in his main base. Guessing this will be some more gates, or maybe just a robo? We have 2 gates for Hilnor as well. He hasn't expanded. It's just a matter of whether or not he's going to be able to sniff this out and figure out that something is going on. We have another gateway, so looking like just maybe 3 gates, 4 gates, maybe add another one at some point. He's got Blitz has a lot of chrono built up right now, and he's also supply blocks, which is rough. I guess he's gonna try and like bait out a fake Nexus. Be interesting. There is already a sentry in production here for Hilnor, so that's definitely going to help. He's got a robo facility on the way as well. And I think at this point, Hilnor's like, do you have something somewhere that I should know about? Because I feel like you've got something somewhere I should know about. Twilight Council on the way for Blist as well behind this. And he's going to make a Nexus. So, oh no, he's going to find it. Hilnor's going to find it. That's what's up. He sees it now. He's like, what am I going to do about this? Is he going to respond to it? I don't even know if he's even realized it. He's actually looked over there, which is hilarious. He's looking for his veg. He's like, wait a second, my probe's attacking something right now. What the heck is going on? I should probably go over there and fix that. And he does. And go for the pylon initially. Zealot gets cancelled out. It is actually a DT shrine is what Blitz is going to be going for. So nothing is coming out of the Twilight Council itself. Is this a DT opener? Which, I don't know. Interesting. We do have the rubber facility already out, of course, so we can get observers quickly. No scout necessarily by Hilnor. Maybe not for a while as well. We do have the forces run the way, and it is rallied to the natural. Of course, Blitz, he lost his warp in location. So any DT is going to take a really long time to get across the map. But he can just go into charge that Archon. The natural Nexus is finished here for Hilnor. It did just finish, though. Blitz is finished as well. That's a hard word to make possessive. So he could just go into Archons. He could possibly go for just add a couple DTs, throw them at your opponent, see if they do anything. If they don't, walk away. And you got charged that Archon, no problem. Which is still a really strong composition. But there we go. 3 DTs. all the way across the map. The Observer is on top of the army, so they're going to run directly into this. Like, it's still 3 DTs. They're still relatively powerful things. But these shouldn't get a whole lot of damage done. Directly into the army. 2 go down immediately. The third one, I mean, DTs walk so fast. It's kind of silly how fast DTs actually walk. But it will die. That's a lot of money. That is a Nexus and then some that Bliss has lost this far in this game. Of course, the 250 minerals was from the pylon of the gateway. he's so sad. He's very sad about this. His entire opener was just murdered by Hilnor. Absolutely murdered. So at this point for Bliss, I'm not sure what he wants to do. He's not going for a quick third Nexus to try and get an advantage that way. He is going for a Robo Bay, so he could go directly into, what's the word, Disruptors, which can be game changers within themselves. We do have the third Nexus from Hilnor, so just like the last game, he likes to get himself set economically, and then worry about the game, army-wise. Which is, you know, it's not a bad thing to do. Templar Archives on the way as well for Hilnor. Is he going to add the second Forge? So this is essentially, for Hilnor, almost the same opener as the Terran game. It is, at the very least, the same setup. He's adding a couple more Immortals, because Immortals are God mode in PvP. But we do have Colossus on the way here for our JaM Protoss player. So that's going to be his choice. Colossus range on the way as well. He's got his upgrades already started. They're rolling on. The Forges are finishing up right now for Hilnor. So he's not going to be too far behind with his upgrades, assuming he starts them. But this third Nexus is huge. It's already done. Just looking at the gateway counts for both players. We have 4 for Hilnor, only 3 for Blitzed. Part of that is the fact that, of course, he made one on this side of the map and lost it already in this game. Hilnor, he sees everything. He sees all. Except for the Nexus. He does not see the Nexus. There you go. There you go, Observer. Do your job. 4 more gateways on the way, and we have a Stargate on the way for Blitz. So Blitz is just, he's making all the tech, man. He's got the DT Shrine. He's got a Colossus. Gonna get not a second Colossus, despite getting range. He's got the 1 Colossus with range. Gonna get a Stargate rolling. I'm curious how long Hilnor's gonna just wait and build up his army. He's up to 60 probes, which is pretty decent. We'll probably want a couple more, but mineral patches run out so quick. So at this point, Hilnor can rally some probes over to this base, make the gas over here, start Aeon, more and more Archons, more and more Zealots. Zealots do have charge. About to have +1/+1. We actually have Phoenix as the choice here for Blitzed out of this Stargate, at least initially. Curious if we'll see anything beyond that. Phoenix don't do too great against this composition. 3 Archons, you can't pick those up. You can pick up the Immortals, but there's a lot of Stalkers here. The army supply for Blitzed is mostly Zealots. He's got 14 Zealots, 8 Stalkers, that Colossus. He's got an Immortal as well. He's actually sending all of these Zealots across to this side of the map. There's 3 cannons that are morphing in, but they're not going to make it in time. The Zealots with charge should be able to chew through this pretty quickly, but of course they're going to go for the cannons first. It's going to give Hilnor some time to react to this and get on this side of the map. He does pull all of his probes. Doesn't want to lose, you know, the 100 or so that he lost in the last game. He's going to try and chase down this army. Nice recall by Blitz. Why not? And, I mean, you canceled 3 of these cannons that we're building, so those aren't going to be there the next time you come by. Force all the probes to pull away. And he kept Hilnor at home. So, a decent little bit of harassment. Didn't really lose anything either, did Blitz. He lost a couple Zealots. He was able to recall most of them back home. Do the second Stargate. He's actually warping in more DTs. Curious if he's going to turn these into Archons, if he'll try and get some damage done somewhere. And yet another Nexus coming up for Hilnor. He's got a War Prism as well. Let's hope he actually uses that this game compared to the previous one. So eventually we should be able to see some drop play from our blue Protoss player. And hopefully he attacks with it at the same time. Observer speed is actually on the way right now. Or an observer, that's 4 person speed. Silly. We have the 4th Nexus on the way for Blitz. So Blitz, I mean, despite all this opener, his economy isn't really that far behind. His army, however, is quite a bit behind. Both players are going to be hitting 2-2 at essentially the same time. There are so many charge slots right now for Hilnor. He's got 24. He's got 6 Archons with this as well. He's going to be going directly into a choke. There's a couple of Phoenix here as well. Looking like he wants to go for this. Maybe he's just going to wait for 2-2 to actually roll in. Nope, he's going to attack right before 2-2 hits. Because why not? Because, you know, if you don't have 2-2, then I don't have 2-2 either. DTs are here, but I can't tell if they're actually doing anything. They may have to get killed immediately. Phoenix did lift. They lifted a couple of mortars, which was really nice. Colossus are doing a decent amount of damage here, but Zealots are able to get on top of these pretty quickly. Last Colossus does go down, and at this point there is so much damage, and in fact there are the Zealots, at this 4th Nexus is going to get killed, not even going to get cancelled. At this point Blitz has lost essentially everything. He's trying to make a Void Ray, but the Void Ray is going to pop out to 3-4 Archons. Actually, it doesn't get cancelled, so it's going to at least put some shield damage on 1 Archon. There we go. Blitz calls GG, well played. Hilnor will put Born Gosu up 2-0. So a very quick 2-0 here for Born Gosu.